Hey, Angie.
Hi.
So just meeting with my mentor in regards to culture and family competency-based assessment part 2. I completed my newsletter, my family communication folder or flyer, and basically I'm trying to be very culturally competent and keeping in mind, do you remember that student that we discussed who had the language barriers and the parents
Yes.
had cultural and language barriers? So this is keeping in mind that if that child is in my class, this is a flyer I could send home to parents that allows them times to come in to the school, allows them opportunities to volunteer, to be part of the things that Abir is learning, and gives him some information on class. I carefully went through and tried to word it as simple as possible because of the language barrier, and provided a QR code for them to stay in touch where they could just scan it to get my information, showed them some opportunities for clubs and activities. Family meal and community night is something that my kids' school does, so I thought that would be a nice thing to include on there for if we had a school with a lot of refugee population or a lower income population. I think that's something that we could do as a community school to offer them to maybe just help them with those details that they might be struggling with in their day-to-day life.
I like the way you used pictures, because I know that's one thing we learned in our ELL. Just using pictures to kind of associate what you're talking about with the clock and upcoming events, and definitely very laid out, well laid out, not busy at all. I like the way it's sectioned off and using different colors, and yeah.
Thanks. So that's that one. We'll end it here. Anything that you would have me add, actually?
No, I noticed before you even said anything about the language that it was simplistic, but it's not elementary. It just used words that were very clear, and I also feel like could be easy to translate because a lot of people use the Google Translate. And then you didn't mention this, but it's noteworthy that you also noted that a translator will be present at Meet the Teacher. So I think that's important, so that if they use this document, they can, like everybody uses this translator app, but that might be a little more terrifying for a parent to know, well, I have to come in person and I can't translate, and so you've kind of made sure that they're aware of that. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, if I knew what language they spoke, that wasn't specified in the artifact, but if I did, I would probably try and translate it ahead of time, something like that, to help them out.
That would make me uncomfortable because I know that I don't understand their whole language.
That's a good point.
But like, I know you have
experience with
things. You could have you do have experience with other languages. I do not.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a great point, because it's easy for language to become offensive when you don't mean it to. Like, 2 words put together could mean something entirely different.
Yeah, I love that. That's good.